And now, introducing the starting five of your Mass Bay Buccaneers. Bringing forward number 10, Arnold Sagura. Bringing forward number 14, Mason Lawson. Bringing center, number 20, Luis Garcia Martinez. Bringing forward number 34, Hidalgo. And starting guard number 24, Chris Real. Assistant coach is Brandon Rodriguez. Head coach is Mayor.
From the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass, this is NJCAA men's basketball here on LSP. Today it's the Quinsigamond Wyverns with a record of 9-5 taking on the Mass Bay Buccaneers with a record of 8-6 in NJCAA Region 21 play. Good afternoon, everybody. Sam Feely here with you, ready to bring the play-by-play story. Saeed Vasugi is on camera. We are back after a month-long hiatus. And, you know, no forces of the schedule, just, you know, that's how things play out with our clients. Unfortunately, they have, you know, a lot of games on the road, and it's also, you know, winter break for, you know, Lawrence Academy and Mass Bay and everything. We were supposed to do Lawrence Academy versus Nobles boys hockey last night, but unfortunately with the weather, that made travel impossible, unfortunately. So hopefully we'll get another LA hockey game in the mix later on. Quinsig in blue, Mass Bay in white as we get things underway, and the tip is controlled by the Wyverns. Quinsig starts with Sean Manning, and that man right there, Alex Duval with a 3. Dan Edmonds, Trevor Oliver, and Luka Vlakovic as Quinsig is on the board first, 3-0. Manning, by the way, the fifth leading three-point shooter by shooting percentage in Region 21, as Mass Bay will answer with Chris Randall Lithgow. So teams trade baskets, and Lithgow with 3 points. 3-3, less than a minute in. Here is Edmonds, spin move in the lane. Well, hold up, and it's a traveling call. So go back to the Bucks. Mass Bay starting with Chris Lithgow, who's wearing 44 instead of 4 today. Artem Segura, Mason Lawson, Luis Garcia Martinez, and Daniel Hidalgo. Here is Lithgow. On the right elbow, almost threw it into the backcourt, but Lawson saves it. Hidalgo at the free throw line, drops it off, and the shot is blocked. It's going to be a jump ball. Vlakovic and Oliver teaming up to get that block. The jump ball will give possession back to Mass Bay. Switch over the possession arrow to Quinsig, and here's a spot-up 3 that is good by Luis Garcia Martinez on the assist from Lithgow. 6-3 our score. Rattles off the rim, the rebound by Lithgow, and we got a whistle. We handled it out of bounds. It'll be turned back over to the Wyverns. Both teams coming off of losses on the road to teams that you think they should have beat. Mass Bay beat Massasoit earlier in the season. The rematch, they lost to Massasoit by 2, 83-81. Quinsig also losing by 2 on the road to Gateway in their last game out. 62-60 was the final score of that game down in New Haven. Rebound again by Lithgow. This time he's able to successfully bring it across half court into the corner. Spot up 3, Segura, no. And the rebound will be controlled by Vlakovic. Retains possession, trying to rip it away from Garcia Martinez. Without a clock cam, by the way. Sorry, folks, we'll keep you abreast of the time. Rebound by Mason Lawson, 2:15 into the first half. Dropped off for Hidalgo, head fakes the 3, now kicks it out to Lithgow. into the corner. Another attempt by Segura. That one is good. Second assist for Lithgow, and all our points coming on three-point buckets thus far. 9-3 Mass Bay. From just outside the free throw line, this is good for Vlajkovic, and a timeout called. Timeout called by Quinsig head coach John Preziosa. 9-5 our score with 17-16 to go in the first half rather. Boy, we were doing 20-minute quarters, I don't know. Just a reminder, if you want to have LSP tape or broadcast or announce your next game or otherwise live stream or record your next gaming tournament, wedding, social event, recital, concert, anything you want. Rates start just $150 per event. You can just DM us for more information, get in touch with us, and we'll be happy to help you out. It's out of timeout. Mass Bay possession here is Segura, drives the lane. No, rebound swatted out to Lithgow by Hidalgo. Stick back, not there for Garcia Martinez, but he will go to the line. They get Vlajkovic, I think. Yep, Vlajkovic on the foul. That'll be the first foul of the game. First one on Quinsig, and the first free throw is good for Garcia Martinez. Put his three-pointer in the wrong slot in my Segura's three-pointer actually in the wrong slot in my stat sheet, but Garcia Martinez now has 5, and it's 11-5. Just inside the arc, side iron no good, and the rebound by Segura. Hidalgo in the corner, fakes the three, kicks it out. Segura will drive, kick it back out. Pass is tipped, but Lawson retains it. 16 to shoot. Lawson drives, goes underneath, extra pass, Garcia Martinez, no! And the rebound by Vlajkovic. Back the other way comes Quinsig, front iron on the layup by Edmonds. The rebound by Lithgow. Here's a spot-up three that is good for Hidalgo. 14-5. So all of Mass Bay's field goals have been threes, plus the 2 free throws by Garcia Martinez. On the cut, right up close, no good for Duval, and the rebound by Lawson. Looking like he's going to stiff-arm Duval for a moment, but didn't make contact with him. Garcia Martinez drives, Euro step, yes! 7 for Garcia Martinez, and it is 16-5. 7-0 run by Mass Bay out of the Quinsig timeout. Manning pushed off. No, it wasn't Manning, excuse me, it was Vlajkovic. That'll be the second on Vlajkovic, who's Region 21's leader in field goal percentage. So that's a blow to the Quinsig offense, as Vlajkovic has one of the 2 field goals the Wyverns have right now, and looks like they've brought in Emmanuel Boderby to take his place. And, I think they got Garcia Martinez here trying to swim around Oliver. So Garcia Martinez guilty of the first foul on the Bucks. 2 fouls on the Wyverns, 1 on the Bucks, as we are 5 minutes into this first half. Here's the drive by Manning, kicks it out. Edmonds 3, side iron no good. Rebound by Lithgow, puts on the brakes at the left elbow. Here is Hidalgo for 3, front iron no good. And the rebound by the long arms of Trevor Oliver. Drive might have been altered from behind by Hidalgo, and he lets him know about it. In the corner, Segarra, 3, no, front iron. Weak side rebound by Garcia Martinez. Lithgow, 3. I don't think he caught iron. Shot clock did not reset accordingly, and it's turned over to Manning after Garcia Martinez tried to kick it out after the rebound. Oliver, cross-court pass, and Avery Jacobs went the other way of the pass. So we're still at 16-5, Mass Bay having a little bit of a scoring drought right now as God West is in the game to inbound the ball as we are just past 6 minutes gone by here in the first half. Nice move, front iron, no good, didn't pay off for Lawson, and the rebound again by Oliver. Manning gets around the screen, now dumps it in for Oliver, extra pass, it's good for Boderby. And Daryl Hilliard wants a timeout here, not liking how his defense responded to that transition offense by Quincy. So both teams with 5 timeouts left here with 6:27 gone by in the first half. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie, the Never Concede collection, and some stuff with my Greyhound, Tina the Long Arena on it. Yeah, I'm that basic. lsp37.creator-spring.com for more information and digital copies of broadcasts, which have long been in demand, might be added soon to the Creator Spring store. I will let you know as we go along there. All right, 16-7. Mass Bay on top. Mass Bay trying to get off a little bit of a schneid, lost 3 of 4. A lot of news going on in Region 21. I don't know if we'll have time to cover it, but the big headline is that Holyoke Community College has canceled the rest of its basketball season. And Holyoke's actually supposed to host the Region 21 tournament. This goes out of bounds and stay with the Bucks. It's possible that Holyoke could still host the regional. Talking to Adam Nelson before the game. We'll see what happens. It's possible Holyoke could host it. It's possible it could get moved to Northern Essex. And I'm sure powers that be in Region 21 will let their fans know what happens. Rebound by Manning, and can Quincy get into double digits here? Not there as Segarra picks up the steal, puts on the brakes, looking for an open passing lane. Finally finds Lithgow, and Lithgow gets whacked here. Looks like they got Boderby on the foul. That'll be foul number 3 on the Wyverns, and 2 free throws for Lithgow. First one, no good. Vlajkovic back in the game now for Dan Edmonds. Second one is good for Lithgow. That's his first point since the 3-pointer to begin the ballgame. Lead back up to double digits for the Bucks, 17-7. Kind of a cheap reach-in foul there on Segarra. Definitely a foul, but one of those you can. I know he's trying to go for the steal there, but he just kind of yank his wrist there, and no question on that call. So Segarra with his first and second on the Bucks this half. 7.5 gone by here in the first half. A lot of space here. He finally takes it, but Manning comes up empty. Rebound, though, by Vlajkovic. Makes the move. And it'll go to the line for 2. Vlajkovic already with his 4th rebound. They got Garcia Martinez, and that's his 2nd. 3rd on the team. 2 free throws for Vlajkovic. First one rattles home. Deficit back within single digits for Quinsig. 17-8. Both Lithgow and Garcia Martinez getting a rest here. Oh, no, Garcia Martinez is staying on the court, it looks like. He was just going over to Coach Hilliard for some coaching there. And now another timeout by Quinsig. Second timeout called by Quinsig. They have 4 remaining with 12:23 to go in the first half of a 17-9 game as Vlajkovic with the 2 for 2 showing at the line. There's now up to 4 points and 4 rebounds. Didn't put down his 2nd foul though, so I'll have to, 4 points, 4 rebounds, but 2 fouls. So the 2 centers, both with 2 fouls right now for each side. 17-9, 12:23 to go in the first half, and it will be Mass Bay to inbound. God West. Cross-court pass to West in the corner. It'll be Lithgow peeling back. 15 to shoot as West saves it from going into the backcourt. Segura gives it up. Extra pass West. Tries to find a little space, loses the handle, picks up the dribble, and it's ripped away. Thomas with the steal. Here's a spot up 3 in the corner, no good. And the rebound again by Lithgow. Spins, again puts it on the deck. Some sloppy ball handling in the last 2 possessions for Mass Bay. Boderby with the steal and a chance to maybe cut to a 2-possession game here for Quinsig. Thomas into the corner. Manning back out to Thomas. Thought about a 3, now drives. Step back long 2. Front iron no good. Rebound West. Lawson in the corner. Segura still can't buy one. Rebound Boderby. Avoids traveling and gets the deuce, and Boderby with 4 off the bench to get within a 2-possession game, 17-11. Segura does have 1 3, but it's gone cold since. Missed his first one, got his second one, and here he is again. Lawson, cross-court pass, Lithgow. I don't know what he's trying to do there, spiking it off of, is that Vlajkovic in the corner? Well, eventually it worked out, and Vlajkovic was not happy with himself not being able to come up with that loose ball. Now we got another timeout, this time by Mass Bay. So 2 timeouts called by each side here in the first half of the first half. It's 17-11, but the turnovers just piling up, sloppy ball handling, not exactly some crisp passes. Boy, if it weren't for that, hot streak by Mass Bay earlier, Mass Bay actually might be trailing. And we'd have a really impressive that we are as high scoring as we are at this stage of the game. 17-11. 10:40 to go in the first half. Shot clock, by the way, is at 10 out of this timeout for Mass Bay, and West will trigger the inbound in the corner. Out to Lithgow. 6 seconds to shoot. Lawson. Hopefully Lithgow realized it. West, spot up 3. Side iron no good. And the rebound right to Connor Manning. A chance now to cut it to a 1-possession game for Quinsig. Duval, Boderby. They got a block on that. Wow. Oh no. Oh wait. Are they calling an offensive foul? I'm kind of a late point the other way by the official on the baseline, but it is in the end a foul an offensive foul, a charge on Boderby. That'll be foul number 4 on Quinsig. Quinsig doesn't look too upset about the call. If I were them, I'd just be upset about the delay and making it obvious that it was a charge. Deep 3 by West, front iron no good. Lithgow tracks down the rebound, and now we got a whistle. I mean, I would understand the argument that it would be a block if they ruled that Segura didn't set his feet, didn't look on first glance. Looked on first glance that Segura was kind of shuffling his feet there, was getting in position, but anyways. In the corner, the drive, kick back out. Segura, can he finally get warm? No! Takes a couple of bounces off the iron. Turnover right to Lithgow, but he is rejected emphatically by Vlajkovic. Manning drives, reach in by Segura, and goes out of bounds off of Manning. Wild sequence, still looking so desperately for another basket. We've hit a dry spell, man. Spot up 3, no! Bob with the rebound. John Bob, B-A-A-B. Sorry, John Boys, but that does not qualify as quenching the Bob emergency. Vlajkovic. They got Hidalgo on that one. So both teams now with 4 fouls, and they called it a shooting foul, so Vlajkovic back to the line for 2 more. 8:59 to go in the first half. Back iron, no good for Vlajkovic. Back iron again. Hidalgo, can he save it from going out of bounds? He did, but then turned it right back over. Down low and 1 for Dan Edmonds after the steal and assist by Duval. So they get the 2 that Vlajkovic gave up at the line, and now chance for 1 more as Edmonds goes to the line after picking up his first 2 points of the game. Rims out. Another wild ride there, trying to secure a rebound. Lawson able to save it, though. Get it to Hidalgo, and here's the Mass Bay offense in the front court. That missed free throw, by the way, keeps it a 2-possession game. Almost a carry by Lawson, but he gets his first bucket. Ball bounced a little high there and almost carried it, cradled, whatever you want to call it. In the corner for Edmonds. Spot a step back 3, and it'll be Lithgow with the rebound. Still waiting for another field goal for Lithgow. He has 4, had that early 3. It's the 1 free throw later. Segura tries to go down low, can't buy one there, and it goes off the shot clock to go out of bounds. 8:02 to go in the first half. 19-13, Mass Bay. Duval. Alex Duval with the second 3, he's got 6, and now it is a 1-possession game. 19-16. In the corner, Segura finally rattles one home. Well, that got his confidence back. Back up to a 2-possession game, 22-16 as we approach 7 minutes to go. Bobbled just outside the lane, but they're going to rule it's out of bounds off of Mass Bay. So it stays with Quinsig with 13 to shoot, 7:08 to go in the first half, and freshly back into the game, Sean Manning to trigger the inbound on the baseline. Vlajkovic. Manning back to Vlajkovic. Runs into Hidalgo and picked up by Segura. Second steal by Segura. Here's West. Lithgow, step back, three, money. (25-16), Mass Bay on top. It's approached 6.5 to go. Into the corner, Edmonds rattles out, and Segura with the rebound, and he gets fouled by the entire Quinsig student body. Had to pick one. I think they gave it to Bob. Bob, or no? I thought I saw them flash 20. It said it was 2 Manning, so foul number 5 on Quinsig. Both teams can call for 5 fouls and are down to 4 timeouts. Mass Bay right now has Segura, West, Garcia Martinez, Lithgow, and Lawson on the floor. Deflected and stolen by Manning. Gives it up. Bob. Yes, and one. Foul number 3 on Garcia Martinez. I don't think we're going to be seeing him the rest of the half. A lot of injured players for Mass Bay. See over there on the bench in street clothes. Bob back irons the free throw, but the rebound by Edmonds. And the 3 by Manning. Back down to a 4-point game just like that. A 5-point possession. Whipped over to Segura in the corner for 3. Front iron, no good. Weak side rebound by Vlajkovic. Chance to cut it to 2 or 1 for Quinsig. 5:45 to go in the first half. Kicked out to Edmonds. Manning. Vlajkovic puts on the brakes. Bob. Spin move. Down low. Vlajkovic. No. Rebound, swatted away. Vlajkovic tries to corral it and then barrels into West. So Vlajkovic picks up his 3rd after Oliver tried to secure the rebound. So both teams, by the way, now in the 1-1 on the other team's respective next foul. So both teams with 6 here. And possession arrow, is with Quinsig. I had both teams' possession arrows on, sorry. From the free throw line, that rims out for Lithgow. Bob with the rebound, another opportunity to cut it to 2 or 1 for Quinsig. It's Derby giving it up to Bob. Derby loses the handle. West with the steal. Doesn't have any points yet. Looks like he wants to change that. He will, in a big way. Manning guilty of his 2nd foul. And 3-point play opportunity for West. Nope. Rebound by Edmonds. The only 2 active Bucks today who haven't gotten on the court yet are Brandon Andujar and Jack Ranlett, by the way. Excellent movement around the circle to Bob. No. Lawson with the rebound. 2 points, 4 rebounds for Lawson. Stutter steps in the lane, kicks it out. Lithgow. West, Lawson in the corner, 18 to shoot. Drops it off for Lithgow, can't corral it. The steal by Thomas into the corner. Spin move, Edmonds, no. Oh, God. He's only human. Oh, West had an opportunity there but couldn't corral it, and you could probably hear his reaction there. It's YouTube, he can say it. Live television, folks, live YouTube, whatever you want to call it. Duval. Duval! Oh, boy. Down to a one-possession game, Duval with his third three. Lithgow, West, decides to get rid of the headband, and it worked out. Gets the assist on Segura's third three. Who's playing for second, as Larry Bird would say? Does feel like a three-point contest, doesn't it? Drive by Manning, no. Bob with the rebound, no. I swear if West has like a double-double in the second half alone, he's never playing with the headband again. Like, I know he's got the dreads and anything, I guess that's kind of what it's there for, but well, he can see clearly now without the headband, that's for sure. Back-to-back, Segura from West for three, and the lead is back up to 9, 33-24. When we look back on this, at the end of this game, when we look back on the moment, God West ditched the headband as the turning point. Long way to go, but it certainly has made a difference so far offensively for the Bucks as Hidalgo comes up with the rebound, and then was there a foul or was it just they get Thomas for anything or just ow. It's mass baseball regardless, under 2.5 minutes to go. Lithgow, yes, easy layup. Boy, nothing's come that easy for Lithgow this game until that point. Lead is back up to double digits, 35-24 in favor of the Bucks. Duval, runner in the lane, side iron no good, rebound by the long boy Oliver, no. Front irons it and it's out of bounds. Edmonds back in the game for Thomas. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Lithgow's got to hurry up. Hasn't crossed the timeline yet. He finally does. Gets around a screen from Hidalgo. Leans in. No. Hidalgo's right there under the rim after the air ball, but instead it's picked up by Duval. Manning. Front iron, no. Ooh, big contact there. I think they got Bob there. That'll be his, that'll be the foul on him. And crashing in on that rebound. That'll be foul number 8 on the Wyverns. First on Bob, and now 1 and 1 for Lawson. Nope. They missed up. Didn't turn on the bonus on the score bug. Front iron on the reverse layup, no good. Hidalgo with the rebound. Lawson trying to get around Edmonds, does, and one. The lead is now 13 for the Bucks. And and a chance to make it 14 for Lawson. And we'll have a whistle before the free throw as world's best Danny McBride impersonator, Jack Randlett, comes in, although it's kind of scaled back. It's got rid of the mullet a little bit, and it's a little more not mullet. I don't know. God, if you saw the games earlier in the season, though, he was way deep into the Kenny Powers cosplay. I'm sure he knows it. 1 minute to go. Spot up three. Duval front iron, no good. Rebound Hidalgo. I mean, if he didn't like it, I think he'd, wouldn't embrace it and everything, but did grow out his hair a little more. So. Out of bounds, stays with Mass Bay, by the way. 48.1 to go in the first half, and Mass Bay putting the pedal to the metal here in the late stages of the half. Out to Segura, who has caught fire after being ice cold for a while. He's got 12. Here's Lawson, air ball, cleaned up by Duval. Probably not enough time for a 2-for-1 here. And Lawson just coming in and just poking that one out of bounds to force the Quinsig offense to reset on the sideline. 25.9 to go in the half, 17 on the shot clock. You can see Duval asking his teammates, hey, where are you guys in this play? 8 to shoot. Spin move. Edmonds puts it on the deck. Segura picks up the loose ball. Given up to West. Yes. Last chance for Quinsig off the top of the backboard. And we go to halftime. Mass Bay putting the hammer down. After Quinsig got to within one possession, 40-24. 12 for Segura, 9 for Lithgow. All this with Luis Garcia Martinez on the bench for the last 6 minutes with 7 points but 3 fouls. 9 for Duval to lead the Quinsig scoring. Take a timeout, back in about 15 minutes with the second half from the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass. With your score, the Quinsigamond Wyverns trailing the Mass Bay Buccaneers 40-24. This is NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball here on LSP. Just another reminder, you can order a DVD of this or most other LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie, which is now in stock in 5 delicious colors, by the way. Please don't eat the hoodies. The Never Concede collection, and, of course, some Tina the Long Arena merch. LSP37.creator-spring.com is where you can find that stuff. And digital copies of past broadcasts also hopefully coming soon. And, by the way, our next broadcast, 10 days from now, January 31st, 6:55 p.m., we'll have Mass Bay hosting Bristol in NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball action. This is a game we had on our calendar internally for a while, but didn't post on the stream schedule. I actually haven't posted on the stream schedule until we finally got confirmation of a time, but it is 7 p.m. on Tuesday the 31st. So, yeah, back in about now 13 minutes with the second half. From Mount Ida here on LSP. Welcome back to the second half of NJCAA men's basketball here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass. It is the Mass Bay Buccaneers on top of the Quinsigamond Wyverns 40-24 as we get the second half underway. Chris Rayo Lithgow, 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And Artem Segura leading all scores with 12. And God West, after shedding the headband while chasing a ball out of bounds earlier in the late in the first half, helped really spark that rally. That plus, and I hate this, and I'm not, saying, I'm not calling this addition by subtraction or anything, but like Luis Garcia Martinez went to the bench after his third foul with about 6 minutes left in the first half. As Duval front irons that one. Garcia Martinez picks up the rebound. But that was the point when a steal, though, by Edmonds. Floater in the lane, back iron, no good. Rebound tapped out to Duval. That was the point when Mass Bay went on the run that they did to close the half. Almost thrown out of Lawson's hands out of nowhere after he gets that rebound. One dribble, step back, 3, front iron, no good. Rebound again, tracked down by Duval. Tries to throw it off of Garcia Martinez, but it'll stay with the Bucks. 6 minutes left. It was a 1-possession game at that point, and now it's, not. It's 40-24. Mass Bay, 47 seconds into the second half. Again, we are without our clock cam today. We have the cam itself, just didn't have the proper USB, HDMI to USB cable, unfortunately. So that was the issue there. But we have a whistle and a reach-in foul on Dan Edmonds, and I almost wrote rebound to the foul next to his name, but that is foul number 1 on Edmonds. So it's Vlajkovic, by the way, Vlajkovic, the center for Quinsig, also with 3 fouls. Lithgow for 3, front iron no good. Hidalgo with the rebound, drops it out to Lithgow. Back to Hidalgo and back to Lithgow. Spin move, looking for a passing lane. Here's Lawson, crosses into the corner. Lithgow, 3 off the glass. 5 seconds to shoot, and now we got a whistle. And I think it's going to Quinsig, I think. No, it's on Oliver. Foul's on Oliver, it looks like, and that'll also reset the shot clock for Mass Bay. So a real big bailout there with that foul by Oliver. Gives Mass Bay a little more time here as that is saved from going out of bounds by Manning. But then he turns it right back over to Segura. Ahead to Lawson. Garcia Martinez makes his man leave his feet and dumps it in. And we finally, after almost 2 minutes, have our first points of the second half. 42-24. Head fake by Vlajkovic, kicks it out to Duval from just inside the arc. Side iron, no good. Rebound right to Lawson. Meets a double team, escapes it, crosses the timeline, kicks it out. Here's the drive on the baseline, reverse layup by Lithgow. Beautiful transition there by the Mass Bay offense. They are up 20, but not for long as Oliver finally gets his first field goal of the game, in fact. And the assist from Manning. 44-26. Garcia Martinez, yes, off the glass. I just want to point out how similar he looks to Marshall Martin. I've come so close to calling him Marshall a couple of times this game. In the corner, 3, back iron, no good. Rebound, Lawson. From the free throw line, Lawson can't complete it himself. Gets his own rebound, though. Tries to hand it off to Garcia Martinez, and it's turned over to Manning. Manning peels back, escapes the steal attempt from Lawson. Duval, no. Rebound, weak side by Edmonds. Down low, mishandled by Oliver. Keeps it, though. Edmonds 3 off the side of the backboard right to Vlajkovic. .16:31 to go in the second half, and a timeout called by Mass Bay. They're down to 3 timeouts. And a reminder, if you want to have LSP tape or broadcast your next game, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event, rates start just $150 a game, and you can DM us on YouTube for more information. I'll emails a little later, I guess, if you people stay on their best behavior. Anyways, 46-28, 16:31 to go in the half. I misspoke, by the way, towards the top of the broadcast. I said Vlajkovic was the leading shooter in field goal leader in field goal percentage in Region 21. It was not Vlajkovic. It's another Quinsig player. It's Johnny Anand, who is not suited up today. Lawson hip to hip with Edmonds, who commits the foul. That'll be Edmonds' second. And the third of the half already on Quinsig. Mass Bay yet to commit a foul this half. Easy layup for Lawson. Been in the middle of the action here offensively in the second half in every way except scoring until that point. This will result in 2 free throws for Darnell Thomas. Sounds like I got Luis Garcia Martinez, and that'll be his 4th, so looks like God West's gonna come in. He'll be on Hidalgo to play big man. First free throw is no good for Thomas. Well, Lithgow's going to the bench, but I would assume it would have been Garcia Martinez, and Hilliard's telling him that. Dude, if it was on Lewis, he's got 4 fouls. I need you out there. To be fair, Lithgow's been doing a great job on the boards today. Got 7 to go with now 11 points. Now we got some. And now, now we got another delay over here is on the Quinsig bench. I think we have a water spill. I think that's the issue because, someone's got a cut. That's the issue. You can't be bleeding on the court. So I believe that's Vlajkovic who's getting patched up here. Hilliard's over there. Cross midcourt. Coach's box a firm rule? I don't know. All right. We good? We good. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Thomas for the second free throw. No. Dalgo gets the rebound and then gets mugged by Oliver. second foul on Oliver, and that will be foul number 4 already on Quinsig. Part of the confusion might have come from the fact that West was coming. He might have told Lithgow to come off, but I'm as sure you could tell, Hilliard's intent was to sub out Garcia Martinez with his 4 fouls and everything. Here's Lithgow, kicks it out to West for 3. No, air ball. Defense crashing in on him might have altered because it was like a low-line drive right into the lap of Lykovic. Puts on the brakes. Thomas outside the key, and 3 seconds is the call. So, turnover by Quinsig. Jacobs coming off. I didn't even realize he was on the floor for. Anyways. Why not? Lithgow, even with not Jacobs, Boderby right in his grill, splashdown. And the lead is 23, 51-28. Can't get it right back. Boderby with a rebound out of nowhere and draws the foul on Hidalgo. So Boderby with 4 points will go to the line. That is foul number 2 of the half on the Bucks. And Boderby can't buy that one. The Doggos got 2 fouls, by the way, so the front court for Mass Bay not in dire straits, at least in that regard, as Boderby sinks the first free throw for Quinsig since Vlajkovic, way back in the middle of the first half. 51-29, but not for long, as Lawson sinks that one. 53-29, 14:38 to go in the half. Segura with the rebound. We got a whistle. Segura was trying to get out of that bear hug, basically, by Boderby. What? They called on Boderby, and they're lining up as if it's a Quinsig free throw. All right, so Boderby guilty of foul number 3. That is foul number 5 on the Wyverns. Segura with a rebound. I thought he was going to start throwing bows like you would an NBA Jam, and they just got Hidalgo for an offensive foul. Wait, they get Hidalgo or Lawson? Hidalgo, and that is 3rd, but the scoreboard says it's his 2nd. Vlajkovic with the deuce to make it 53-31. When the foul was called, Edmonds was looking at the official like, come on, man, but happy to find out the foul was indeed on the Bucks. West out to Lithgow, jab step, 3. He almost did it again. Outlet pass to Boderby. Nice move to get the leaner. Well, the lead is still 20 for the Bucks. But Coach Hilliard still not happy with some of the things he's been seeing out of his team this second half, because, you know, these things can evaporate in an instant. The CCRI, one of the games in December we did, Mass Bay had like a gargantuan lead midway through the second half, and it almost evaporated by the time the second half was over, even though Mass Bay won in regulation. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy or, in the future, a digital copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or check out our exclusive collection of merchandise, including the LSP hoodie, the Never Concede collection, and the Freelance Isn't Free collection. Of course, Tina the Long Arena. LSP37.creator-spring.com for more stuff. 13:44 to go in the second half. 53-33. I know a lot of Mass Bay students, by the way, were talking about the LSP hoodie, and it wasn't available at the time. It is back in stock, folks, and in 5 delicious colors, no less. Please do not eat the hoodie. It is not actually delicious. Believe me, I've tried. I haven't. Anyway, back to live action. Here is Lawson on the floor with West, Lithgow, Segura, and Hidalgo. West cross court to Lawson in the corner. Segura, 3. Kawhi Leonard, ladies and gentlemen. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Oof. West guilty of the foul. Edmonds with a lot of space there, but Segura catches up to him. Wild shot somehow banks in for Vlajkovic over Hidalgo. Boy, good thing there isn't much drama in this game right now. As that shot bounce on the rim way too many times. Feels like long enough time it was up there in a 20-point ball game. Imagine if that was for the win. Now the fouls are starting to pile up on Mass Bay, as that is foul number 5 on them. Two free throws for Boderby, who is 1 for 2 thus far at the line. Front irons the first one. Only get it down to 20 here. And he does. Whereas it's still a 7-possession game. Still plenty of time. 12:41 to go in the half. And with Mass Bay only with 8 healthy players, Hidalgo with only his 2nd field goal of the game. 58-36, 12:17 to go. Duval trying to get away from Lawson. Finds Edmonds. Down low, poked away from behind by Hidalgo, but Lithgow couldn't maintain possession, but Hidalgo gets this one. Here's God West. And he'll go to the line for 2. Foul number 3 on Edmonds, and foul number 6 on Quinsig. So with 11:57 to go in the half, West back irons that one. But after this free throw, it's 1-1 for the rest of the game for Mass Bay. So and they have the possession arrow, by the way. So up now 23, and now we got a whistle. Very late substitution, my goodness. What we think, or Thomas just came up to the scorer's desk right when Manning was bringing it to midcourt. Now he subs in for Manning. Sean Manning, that is, as Connor Manning triggers the inbound. Thomas, Manning, Vlakovic, the head fake, Manning, oh, swatted! Manning keeps it alive, but turns it over. West draws the foul, and here comes the free throw parade. That'll be foul number 7. On Quinsig, and they got Connor Manning for that one, looks like. Yep. So 1 and 1 now for West. First one rolls out, though, and the rebound by Vlakovic. Into the corner. Oh, he did step out of bounds. He did, yes, I was going to say. Manning's heel was very close to the green paint here, down in the corner, and they really did touch it, so he caught that pass, so it's a turnover. And the lead remains 23. 59-36, Mass Bay, 11:15 to go in the second half. And Mass Bay already in the 1 and 1. Having only 8 healthy players today, but more of attrition. Mass Bay might have the advantage, we'll see. Now they're already in the 1 and 1. Lithgow can't get it to go. Vlakovic with the rebound again. West, can he come up with a steal? He did! Stumbles out to Lawson. Whipped over to Segura. Hidalgo for 3. Back iron, no, and another rebound for Vlakovic. Under 10.5 minutes to play. Duval underhands to Manning. Just inside the arc, back out to Duval, extra pass. Thomas, no. Rebound goes out of bounds. Full 20 to shoot for Quinsig. Hidalgo basically swatted it there into the corner. 10:16 to go in the half. Down low for Vlakovic and 1. Third foul on Hidalgo and 6th foul on the Bucks, so 1 and 1 the rest of the way for Quinsig after this one. And he sinks it. Back down to a 20-point lead for Mass Bay. 59-39, still more than 10 minutes to go. Randlet for 3, air ball. Wasted possession there for Mass Bay. Took hardly any time off the clock. I mean, even if it ends with an air ball, at least, whittle down some clock there, but does Quinsig have some room here? They might. Manning with his second 3. Lead back under 20 for the first time in a while. 59-42. 9.5 minutes to go. West from the free throw line. Side iron, no good. Rebound tapped around and collected by John Bob. Bob drives, sidesteps, front iron, no good. West gets the rebound. 9:12 to go. Randlet. Lithgow, head fakes. Randlet, long 2, front iron, no good. Rebound right to Oliver. Back the other way comes Quinsig. Duval goes to the line for 2. 8:56 to go, and the foul is on Segura, and that's only his second. but it is foul number 7 on the Bucks. So 2 free throws for Duval. Lawson and Garcia Martinez back in. Hidalgo and Randlett out. And remember, Garcia Martinez is playing with 4 fouls. And they gave that foul to Segura, but it's the score says it's only his first. Lane violation. So do-over for Duval. And he sinks it. He makes good on the reprieve after the lane violation by Mass Bay. 59-43. And it's going to be Quinsig taking this time out. LSP's next broadcast Tuesday, January 31st at 6:55 p.m. when the Mass Bay Buccaneers host the Bristol Bayhawks in NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball action. This game live on the LSP YouTube channel on demand as well, and DVD and digital copies coming soon. So 8:56 to go, 16-point game. 59-43, Mass Bay on top. I mean, it feels closer than this, but like, it's the same margin that Mass Bay was up by at halftime. 16. They were up 40-24. At halftime, since that's 19 all. So with Garcia Martinez and Lawson sitting for a while, but now back on the court, we'll see if this helps the Mass Bay offense at all. Spot up 3, awkward release, but Segura gets it to go. God. Who teaches the shooting form these days? I love you, Art, but I mean, how? Lawson with the rebound. Step back, money. Lawson had the just had the assist on the Segura 3, and now gets a rebound transition 2 to get the lead back up over 20, now to 21, 64-43, and that'll roll home for Vlajkovic. Has been superstar for Quinsig here. Lawson is rejected by Oliver. Manning turns it over, though, to Lithgap. No look pass and the layup by Garcia Martinez. So you'd see out of the Showtime Lakers and Magic Johnson. 66-45. Bob, front iron, no good. Lawson with the rebound and the reach in by Duval. So that being foul number 8 on the Wyverns, it's 1-1 for Lawson. Sinks the first one. Lawson now 2 of 3 at the line. 3 of 4. Haven't been a whole lot of 2-for-2 trips at the line today. Garcia Martinez had one, Lawson's just had one, and Vlajkovic had one, but that's it. But a three-pointer gets the deficit back down to 20, 68-48 with under 6:45 to go. God West gets it swatted away by Vlajkovic, who picks up the rebound, outlet pass, and it's good for Edmonds. Block, rebound, assist, and the deuce by Edmonds. 68-50. Step back from the free throw line, Lawson. Well, getting Lawson and Garcia Martinez back in the game certainly cured what had ailed the Mass Bay offense for a while. Weak side rebound by West, fakes the pass, now gives it to Lawson in the corner for three. There's no shot. Looks like there's a offensive foul called on Garcia Martinez. Oh, that would be his fifth, wouldn't it? Yes, it is. It's on Garcia Martinez. That's number 5. Oh, a charge away from the ball by Garcia Martinez is going to cause him to foul out. Well, that's rough, but lead now at 20 with 6:01 to go. So the lead did get padded a bit after he came back in, sitting with 4, but now it's to sit for the rest of the game. Under 6 minutes to go. Fouls again, piling up here as they get Lawson. They did. It's only number 2 on Lawson, but it is number 9 on the Bucks. So after this, 2 shots the rest of the way for Quinsig, and now we got some shuffling here position-wise with the Bucks, but no subs it looks like. First free throw good for Darnell Thomas. That's his first points of the game. Rattles home the second one, and now another timeout by Quincy. So, Quincy now in the double bonus, down 18 with 5:49 to go. .549, 18-point lead for the Bucks as they try to get off this 3 out of 4 loss. Schneid off a 2-point loss at Massasoit Thursday night. So Vlajkovic, by the way, he's come back on the court. .17 points. 13 rebounds. You have him in your fantasy lineup today? All right. 70-52 as the Bucks are now down to 7 players with Garcia Martinez fouling out. Layup no good by Hidalgo, rebound by Oliver. Vlajkovic gets through the defense, but puts on the brakes as Hidalgo catches up to him. Thomas fakes the handoff. Vlajkovic for three! His second three of the half. Thomas with the assist. Lead down to 15. This is exactly what happened in the earlier games for Mass Bay. Segura! Are you kidding me? Vlajkovic does not want to lose this game, and they get it up to Thomas for the deuce. (70-57), under 5 minutes to go. Mass Bay needs a bucket. Timeout. What a spurt by Quinsig. Seven 0 run. With it being 13 points, it's still a 5-possession game, but the pendulum is swinging back and forth, and it might swing a bit more frequently towards Quinsig with Garcia Martinez out. Came back in after picking up 4 fouls. Mass Bay got their lead back from 14 to 20, but now it's down to 13 after Garcia Martinez fouled out. Now we got a whistle. Did they get a foul on Quinsig? What do they get? They got a foul on Boderby. So that's foul number 9 on Quinsig. It'll only be 1 and 1 for West. And notice that even though it's 1 and 1, Mass Bay's dropping everyone back. West makes the first free throw, though. Second one's good. 2 huge free throws there for West. 72-57 as we approach 4:20 to go. Vlajkovic kicks it out. Boderby stumbles a little bit, leans in, no, but I think he drew a foul. They got Segura. So there is foul number 10 on the Bucks. So double bonus for both teams. And it's Vlajkovic to the line. Just the man you want, considering how money he has been now that Garcia Martinez is fouled out. Only big who can really compare is Hidalgo. And actually, it's not going to be Vlajkovic. It's going to be Boderby. I was going to say Vlajkovic stepped to the line, but it is, in fact, Boderby's free throws. But he misses the first one. Boderby is 1 for 4 at the line, 1 for 5 now at the line. 1 for 6. Lawson with the rebound. So West sinks his 2 down on this end. Boderby misses his 2. Lawson tried to shovel it into the corner for Lithgow, deflected out of bounds, stays with the Bucks. 4 minutes to go exactly, and 17 on the shot clock. Mass Bay has 1 timeout left, by the way. Lithgow with 10. West mishandled. Quinsig wanted a double dribble. They didn't get it. Oliver got the rebound. So no harm in the end to Quinsigamond, but Vlajkovic needs a screen from Oliver, almost carried, working the baseline, kicks it out. Edmonds, top of the circle, Boderby. Foul on West. So again, double bonus. I was gonna say they had Segura on there for a moment, but it is on West. It's only West's second. Boderby back to the line. Nope. Three minutes, 23 seconds to go in a game that feels way closer than it is. That one is good. And now we got a whistle as West just committed the foul, and he went to the bench, and now he's back on. And Lithgow's going to sit down. 3:20 to go. 14-point lead for Mass Bay. Doesn't feel nearly that comfortable. Playing catch here along the midcourt stripe. Hidalgo's hugging it. Now it's on the ground. Did they get the timeout? No, they got a travel. Hidalgo wanted the timeout. They called him for a travel instead. And that would have been Mass Bay's last timeout, too. For what it's worth, Mass Bay does have the possession arrow, but 3:08 to go. Again, both teams now the double bonus. Thomas to his right around the screen from Vlajkovic. Another foul on the ground. Number 3 on West. Thomas to the line for 2. 0 for 2 on his first trip, 2 for 2 on his second. He's got 4 points. No! No, again, and the rebound by West. I'm telling you, these missed free throws are why this isn't a 1-possession or even 2-possession game right now. Lithgow, cross-court pass, West, Segura, back to West, 10 to shoot, back to Segura in the corner, has some space on the baseline and rattles it home! (74-58). Under 2.5 to go. Vlajkovic back iron and right to Lawson. Hidalgo shovels it to Lithgow. Segura head fakes. 18 to shoot, plenty of time. Lithgow, I thought he was standing out of bounds for a moment. Segura's calling for it in the corner. Lawson with 8. Deflected and stolen by Vlajkovic. Did the moonwalk there almost towards the midcourt stripe. Bob got a whistle. Timeout Quinsig. 1:38 to go and a 16-point lead. So both teams now with 1 timeout left. And Mass Bay still has the possession arrow. It does not feel like a 16-point game, I tell you. LSP's next broadcast Tuesday, January 31st, 6:55 p.m. when the Mass Bay Buccaneers host the Bristol Bayhawks in NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball action. Watch the game live and on demand on the LSP YouTube channel. 74-58. Mass Bay got their lead back up to 20 after bringing in Garcia Martinez with 4 fouls. Then he fouled out on a charge without the ball. And Quinsig tried to wedge their way back into this one. Unfortunately, they haven't gotten this closer than 13 since then. And it's now a 16-point lead, 1:38 to go. And the missed free throws have doomed Quinsig in this game. They've missed 10. You make 7 of those, you shoot even 70%. The lead single digits at worst. Steal, thank you very much, says Chris Rail. Lithgow, and he lost it out of bounds. It's going to Quinsig. I might have thought Edmonds had fouled him, but after a 19-point loss at Quinsig back on November 29th, this would be sweet revenge, certainly for the Bucks. Long three, no good. Lithgow with the rebound and the easy coast-to-coast deuce. 76-58. Lajkovic has been phenomenal. Couple big threes. Will this be another one? No, off the side of the iron. Another rebound by Lithgow. Under a minute to go. And it looks like Mass Bay is going to go to 9-6. And Quinsig is also going to go to 9-6 as Lithgow is fouled by Sean Manning. And there is foul number 10 on the Wyverns. 76-58, and Lithgow is 1 for 2 at the line this afternoon. 2 for 3. Sub as Jacobs comes back in for Quinsig with 49.7 to go. And Jacobs gets the rebound. Manning, front iron on the rebound, no good. Lawson, front on the three rather, and Lawson with the rebound. 10-second difference between the shot and game clock. Hidalgo, his pass is deflected. Stolen by Edmonds. Manning, no. And out of nowhere comes Oliver with the long arm of the law to get his first, no, only his second field goal of the game. And we're going to have some late subs here for Mass Bay. Referees saying, no, you came on too late, Brandon Andujar. What? And then Jack Randall coming out from the far opposite corner of the court. Mass Bay just got to get into the front court, and that'll do it. So 77-60. Mass Bay repays the favor to Quinsig. Both teams now at 9-6. With Mass Bay being 9-5, though, in Region 21 play, they vault Quinsig for 4th in the Region 21 standings. Chris Ray Lithgow. 12, 15, 17, 18 points, and 9 rebounds, just shy of a double-double. 4 assists. God West ditched the headband, and that was a turning point, I guess, to help Mass Bay pull away there. 5 points. 5 rebounds, Artem Segura went 20 points, including 6 threes and 3 rebounds. Mason Lawson, 15 points, 11 rebounds. Luis Garcia Martinez did get 13 points before he had to foul out, and Hidalgo with 5 points and a bunch of rebounds. Quinsig, well, it was really the Luka Vlahovic show. 20 points, 20 rebounds, pretty close to at least. 20 and 20, I love that. I don't think he did actually get to 20, but came pretty close. 4 points, 2 steals for Darnell Thomas. Trevor Oliver, 4 points, 7 rebounds. 7 points for Emmanuel Boderby. 10 for Alex Duval. Had 3 threes early on and then just had 1 point in the second half. 4 for Dan Edmonds and 6 for Sean Manning. So both teams now at 9 and 6, with Mass Bay vaulting Quinsig by having the better Region 21 record. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes and beyond for over a decade. Copyright 2023, unauthorized redistribution. Any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of LSP is strictly prohibited. A reminder, our next broadcast is Tuesday, January 31st at 6:55 p.m. when the Mass Bay Buccaneers host the Bristol Bayhawks in NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball action. Catch the game live and on demand on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a digital or DVD copy of the game at the LSP store, along with some nice looking merchandise that took me about all of 10 seconds to design. Whatever. The LSP hoodie, the Never Concede collection, and the Tina the Long Arena collection are all at lsp37.creator-spring.com. Be sure to subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel, support us, Ko-Fi, and PayPal LSP37. And once again, the final score from the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass. It is the Mass Bay Buccaneers 77 and the Quinsigamond Wyverns 60. For Saeed Vasugi on camera, my name is Sam Feeler, reminding you forever and always, freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. Fresh for 2023, suckers.